Yo, what's good? Got Me Right podcast, man. We back again with another one. This time we doing a little quick review on the up and coming game, Famu versus Miami. Saturday is going down at the Hard Rock Stadium. I will be in attendance, me and the family. Super excited about this game, man. I'm just so back and forth with it. I really don't know. Really don't know where to go. But my mind telling me Miami, but my heart telling me FAMU has what it takes to pull it off. And here's why. We all know FAMU ended up winning the Celebration Bowl last year, the HBCU National Championship. Under Willie Simmons, they end up going 12-1. They only loss came to South Florida, but I watched that South Florida game, and I can tell you, FAMU could have beat South Florida. You know what I'm saying? If they protected the ball, they had 5 costly turnovers, 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles. The 2 fumbles came when they was going to score before halftime in the red zone. Another fumble came on kickoff, and then you got 3 interceptions, costly interceptions. And despite all that, they only lost by 2 touchdowns. The score was 38-24. A missed opportunity. I feel like they was very capable of winning that game. They were supposed to win that game, but nevertheless, it didn't really affect them. It wasn't a conference play game, a division game, or whatnot. They still end up winning the Celebration Bowl. So, as you know, they win the Celebration Bowl. So anytime you have success on any level, you know somebody wants a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of FBS teams came to take off FAMU plate. You know, they recognized what was going on at FAM and what they was building in Tallahassee. So it started with the head coach, Willie Simmons, and legendary. Willie Simmons is legendary, what he was able to do, come in at FAMU, took a 1-10 program in 2017, inherited a 1-10 program before the transfer portal, and went 6-5. Now, this is before the transfer portal. This is not what Prime did. Prime took a 1-10 program and flipped the whole roster via transfer portal. Flipped them all over. You feel me? But this is different. He took that same roster before they could even transfer out, them same starters, and made them 6-5. And from there, went from 6-5 to 9-2, 9-2, 9-3, then 12-1. So, shout out to Willie Simmons, man. What he was able to do was legendary. I wish he could have stayed, but I understand. I understand. I get it. Not only that, they took the head coach, they took our recruiting coordinator, Coach Risprez. Prime did. Went to Colorado. They took our old linemen, 30 different players went. Some went to Colorado, some went to UCLA, some went to Illinois, some went here, some went there. Whatever. Okay. But at the same time, FAM, the damage is already done. FAM playing on ABC, winning the Celebration Bowl. People tuned in and witnessed that. So a lot of transfers came in as transfers went out. So we had like 30 transfers last year. I think we led the FCS last year and this year. We got 32 more transfers came in, all FBS to FCS. So we have the most out of all FCS. And so we talented, you know, we're talented. FAMU is a talented group, you know. The only thing is now the continuity of the team, the players' morale, you know what I'm saying, and getting together and seeing if they could gel. But so far, I must admit, so far so good. We talking about 2-0 right now. Wins versus Norfolk State and South Carolina State. Both of them was combat wins. They was down 14-0 to Norfolk in the MEAC SWAT Challenge, and they was down 11 points versus South Carolina State 18-7 in the fourth quarter, and still rallied back. And so I think the offense right now is straight, especially under Daniel Richardson. He's one of the transfer, the bright spots. I got him being my HBCU Player of the Year by a landslide. Obviously, he came from Central Michigan. He played at Central Michigan and FAU. Got a whole lot of playing experience. Great quarterback, man. I think he completing over 66 to that 70% completion percentage. Yeah, man. So I like what he doing. He taking care of the football for the most part. He keeping his eyes downfield. He can scramble. He's very mobile. You know, very strong. He don't go down easy. So anytime you have a great quarterback, you got a chance. You know. So I really do believe Miami has found them one. And to put in perspective too, Cam Ward. Cam Ward is an FCS player. He came from the SCF out of high school, Division I, but nevertheless he's an FCS player. He came up in talent, in you know, he went from SCS to FBS. In all due respect, D. Rich was FBS from the beginning. He just chose to come down to FCS. You know what I'm saying? So it's so crazy how, you know, things go and how things are perceived and, you know, the politics of it. You know, now that he's at Miami, they got him listed as a Heisman Trophy winner. You know what I'm saying? When just last year he was at Washington State going 5-7, missing bowl games. And so it's very interesting, man. Nevertheless, man, but I really do feel like if Coach Cozy can put the players in the best position possible, I really do believe that they could come out victorious come Saturday. I already checked some podcasters out with Miami. I think Miami, locked in Miami, and they was talking crazy. They were basically, a reporter asked Mario, was he resting the players this week? And like the only thing I could think, like basically, he looking at the FAMU of the old, you know, the FAMU that only could have got like the 1 stars, the 2 stars. We weren't getting the best talent at that time, you know. And so I don't think he fully understands that FAMU has FBS talent on the roster, you know. But in all due respect, Mario shot it down and said all hands on deck. They're the national champions for a reason. They have a lot of Miami players, a lot of Florida boys on the team.
Playing against a team that's, you know, coming off an awesome season. You know, I believe they have 13 straight wins, you know, defending HBCU national champions. More than a handful of players that have been invited or going to be invited to the Senior Bowl. Defensively, last year they were top 10 in every single category, just about. Offensively, they present a lot of problems. Spread offense, a quarterback with a ton of experience, has played all over the place. Lots of players from South Florida on the team as well. they have a really good football team. And of course, you know, James Coles, he's a guy I have a tremendous amount of respect for, local guy, their head coach now. I know he's not only a first-class coach, he's a first-class human being, and he's going to have his team prepared to play, and we will be prepared to play as well.
Say about Ruben Bain, how's he doing?
You know, obviously, you know, everyone could see he has soft tissue injury. It's going to be a couple of weeks. That's, you know, I'll know more as these tests go on throughout the course of the day and the week, but he will not be playing this game. I can tell you that. The rest of...
He understood, you know, the magnitude of this game, so he's not taking this game lightly. So I do respect that on Mario side, you know, that he is coming in ready to play and understanding that this ain't one of them games where you just gonna rest your body. You know, this team has talent. You know,
people start talking about like playing somebody else. We got to play our first team guys and go win this football game. I think anything other than any statement uttered besides that, any thought other than that, I think is a complete disrespect to football and opponents. You know what I mean? I think we're playing a really good football team. We play one every single week. The guys that are capable of playing and have earned playing time will play when their time comes, but our plan is to put our best 11 on the field every single time we get a chance.
And so I respect that for Mario, but I feel like if Florida, it's gonna come down to Florida A&M's defense. If FAMU defense come ready to play versus the pass, and they can kind of like get some type of pressure on Cam Ward, I feel like it's gonna be a long day, because I'm not really too much concerned and worried about the offensive side of the ball. I feel like FAMU's in great hands under D. Rich. I see them throwing. They could easily score over 21 points, 21 points or more. They for sure. My bold prediction, I got them scoring more points than Gators did, for sure. But it's what the defense can do. And so I'm very interested, like I say, to see what the defense could do. Can they apply a little pressure on Cam Ward? And man, we'll see, man. But if the defense can hold up, man, I really feel like this is going to be a tight ball game. I feel like it could go either way. I see a touchdown or a field goal. You know, I feel like FAMU by a field goal, and if Miami wins, they win by a touchdown. You know, and so, but I want to see history be made again. I feel like that'll be a great thing for HBCUs and sparking minds for so many across the world. So, but overall, I just really want to see a competitive game. I can live with it if FAMU do lose by a touchdown. I can live with it. You know, that too, I feel like could spark many kids around the world minds also to know that, dang, FAMU hung in with Miami, you know, to the end. You know what I'm saying? Long as it's not like a 60, 70 point win, I'm cool with it. You know, it is what it is. But man, stay tuned, man. Like I said, we will be there in support of FAMU, the Chilmon. But stay tuned, man. I'm gonna do another video on the whole recap of the game and my thoughts, and give you all what I see, you know, on the game or whatnot. And we'll see, man. So y'all boys stay tuned, man. Y'all stay blessed. And Got Me Right Podcast, we out.